Good morning, everyone. This is Anne from Odulcina. Today I do a coffee break video. It's been a while, and I feel like taking a break and playing with that new digital kit that I just released, which is that ledger book that I purchased and that I kind of quickly created a digital of the first 10 pages in a letter size format, because in order to do the real ledger size like my book, I'm gonna need to go to a specialty place because my scanner is not big enough. But all the pages, it just happens that they all look great. They don't seem to be cut and everything. So I did the first 10 pages. I thought initially I should do the best looking 20 pages, but I wanted them to be like, you have the numbers and you can follow the numbers. And what I did though is I wanted to be able to print them in color. You know, I love pink. I love the green too. So you have the green and that blue, like the old papers. So you have the original, and then you have the colors, all the 10 pages in all of those colors. And I tried what happened if I print on a vanilla paper instead of white. And it makes it like, it feels like I don't need to print at the back because it's yellowish already. But I'm thinking as well, if you print on white and you don't want to print double sides, you can just add some coffee there lightly because you don't want to make the ink leak. But let's say, look at that. For those in color, I printed both sides. And for this kit, in order to don't lose the numbers, you print with the borders. This makes sure that, because when you print on with borderless, it still cuts the page. Even if my format is the perfect proportion and it should not cut anything, my printers here, they often cut a bit of the top. So some numbers would be like either cut or missing a part or too close to the edge. So by printing with borders, you have really the full design, and you do the same on the other side like I did here for the pink. And then when you trim the border, it seems like you have a perfect paper. So that's my trick. That kit, I suggest you print it with borders. And then you can print on both sides or not. More to come with the ledger papers, but this is the first kit because I needed to start working and playing with that. So I'm going to trim all of my borders and come back. I'm going to cut this video, even if it's the coffee break video, and I'll come back with whatever I'm doing with that today. I am back. I've drank all my coffee. But all of my pages have been cut and inked on the side, and I took the vanilla paper so I don't need to print at the back because I feel like I don't have the time to wait for the printer to print the back, because I could have printed the back. And I'm keeping with me those 3 pages of colors that are printed both sides. And then I added music sheet, tracing paper, some papers that I have. This is the Victorian wallpaper kit, and look at that. I found it already printed. Oh, see, I have 2 here. Already printed. And I just love that kit. This is the Roses Paradise. This is some pages with some modeling paste. This is, don't remember what. This is a ledger paper page printed on real vintage paper that became yellowish. This is a ledger paper kit that is like teacher contract reproduction, and you can print both sides, and it's printed instead of on a legal size paper like that, it's printed on a regular letter size paper, but shrink to fit format, like the option shrink to fit with your printer. And this leaves some white bands, but you have the whole design, it doesn't cut anything, and then it's gonna make a little format of it, and I love that. So I had those 2 pages printed. This was already printed, and a bunch of coffee stain paper. Oh yeah, there's some with prints. Anyway, I'm gonna play with that, and I'm gonna create 1 or 2 signature, and then I want to create a new purse junk journal project. I did purses in the past. Let me show you. I did that purse in the past. There's another video. Maybe I can put the link in the description below. But if you didn't see that, there's a magnet, and inside there's a real junk journal. All right. So, and there's even a pocket because this is done from a big envelope. So my goal is to create another bag, not the same obviously, but another bag with signatures in. So this is why I'm going full size, like I can take the pages, fold into 2. So first what I need to do is, when it's white at the back, I'm not a fan of that, so that's why I took the yellowish. So this one has white, and I'm gonna add or glue something at the back. Maybe I can glue some. This paper looks smaller. This is funny because from a brand to another one, they're all supposed to be letter size paper, and look at that, there's a huge difference. Oh, that's unbelievable. Let me see if this one is a better match. Perfect match. All right. Maybe this one shrinked because it has been coffee stained. Is it possible? Like when you wash your cotton fabric and it shrinks? First time I'm thinking about that. Okay, it's a real mess here. I just don't want to put glue everywhere because I'm gonna glue them together, or I could stitch them. I'm gonna glue them, and to glue them together, I could use the art glitter glue, but I find that sometimes the art glitter glue shows where you've put some glue, and it can make your paper a little bit wavy, and I don't want that. So I prefer the Fabri-Tac or the 3-in-1 first because of that. But the other reason is also because when I'm gonna put them together, I can still have a little bit of time to slide and adjust the papers together so they fit perfectly. Compared to the art glitter glue, you kind of put them together and that's it. You cannot really move them or slide them. I forgot to look if I am on the good side or not. The roses are this side up, so I'm good with that. So I'll just glue the pages together and see, I can slide and adjust. I could always trim down as well. And I'm gonna take a bone folder to really squish the glue everywhere and out. I've put some here, I'm gonna rub it off. Right. And this, because I've used the Fabri-Tac, it won't become wavy. With time, it's maybe just me, but I'm really picky with my glues because I don't like when I work on something and then I come a week or two later, or even just 2 days, and it did some wavy in the paper. And this is because of water-based glue that I figured out. So when I just want to make sure I'm not having any wavy paper, I'm using my Fabri-Tac or the 3-in-1. That's my tip if you didn't know. So I'm gonna ink that, and I wanted to say, is there any people talking French here listening to this video? I've started a new channel, a new YouTube channel, and it's Odulcina en français, which means Odulcina in French. So my Odulcina channel is typically in English, and the artificial intelligence of YouTube, not mine, is offering the translation of my videos in every languages. But because I talk French, I just don't like their translation in French. Most of the time it's a guy talking and I'm a woman, and he messes up with some words like junk journals. He'll say like it's kind of, if I translate it's kind of a piece of shit journal in French that he says. And some people even commented to me like saying, you could use better words. And I'm like, oh gosh, it's not me. So I decided it was about time that I have fun with my native language, which is French, and that I do some videos in French. And actually, I want to have people around me playing with junk journals, people from Quebec in Canada talking French, and the people around me here don't really, like there's a lot of people that just don't talk English at all. And so the junk journals are really not known here, and I want to have creative friends around me so we can do some retreats and we can do some workshops, and I can give some classes maybe to help the process. So I started by creating a channel only in French. So if you talk French, go find Odulcina en français, or you do the @Odulcina français, and you'll automatically get my other channel. So, of course, in that channel, I need to kind of talk about junk journals from the beginning. So, the first video that I made there is what is a junk journal and what is the shabby chic style. And so it's perfect to share with your friends that would not talk in English, that would talk French, about what is a junk journal. And well, of course, every new videos that I'm gonna do here on that channel, I try to make it in French as well. Either I do a voiceover or I just redo the video, the same idea, another question. So the videos are not exactly the same there, but don't worry if you don't talk French or you don't talk English and you just follow one of the two channel. Well, actually, you don't want to follow both. Like, you're gonna have redundancy there. So don't worry, you can follow just one and you won't miss that much. Maybe just a joke. Okay, this page is very, very bigger than a letter size format, but I love this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fold it, create a pocket. I'm gonna fold it as well, smaller than, let's say, half of a page is that. So I'm gonna fold it maybe like this. So now I have a smaller page here as well, and I'll trim. I'll trim like that. And I could put just a little bit of ink. Okay, this works. I have too much pages for sure. This, the print wasn't, my ink was like fading like at the end. So this is a little bit more purplish. So I'm gonna just trim it like that, because I don't want to waste that page. But I was printing those pages to offer bundles of those ledger paper printed for you, for those of you who doesn't have a printer, or if you're not lucky and your printer just don't have the legal size format. So I'm gonna have bundles on my website, Odulcina.com. By the way, did you know that I have a website and I sell all of my products on it, and I sell international? So you can, the prices are Canadian, so you have to convert the prices, but you can buy from anywhere in the world. And if you have any problem with the website, or something doesn't seem normal or doesn't work, please reach out to me. There's a contact page there that you can write down a message. It goes to me, or you can write an email to odulcina@gmail.com and I'll get it. Because if there's problems for you to order from the website, I kind of need to know, because otherwise I just think that people are still buying from Etsy instead of the website. Why would you buy on my website instead of Etsy? First, if you want to just order one little thing, like a sari silk, or just one little thing that is not that expensive, or just one thing, ordering through Etsy, because my Etsy shop is still there, and I'll keep it there always. It's gonna be about the same. But if you want more than one item, if you go on the website, the odulcina.com, your shipping will be a flat rate. And you're going to save money because the prices are lower on the website, because there's less fees than on Etsy to process the sales. And the shipping doesn't just pile on. So it's easier for you to see the real shipping price because it's a flat rate. So you order 1 or 10 items, the shipping won't change at all, which is great, eh? This is the way I love to do my shopping online. I love free shipping or flat rates. Free shipping, the shipping is included in the price. Like, don't think you can really get out of that. Like, there's no brand that really do free shipping. The cost needs to be paid somewhere. But at least you don't have to, you can order a lot and you don't pay more shipping, right? So that's the idea there. So this is on my website. And of course, if I have only one item, let's say a creation that I'm doing and I want to sell, it's going to be listed on my website instead of Etsy. So go have a look. Go have a look. I suggest. This is too big. Those pages are too big. I know. I'll trim it later, or I'll tear it. But we need some crunchy papers. We need some. Okay, so well, I hope I'm not too boring with all of what I wanted to say about the website and the French channel, but this needs to be said somewhere, and I need to fold. So let's start. I want to start this journal, and maybe the first page could be that good. Oh boy, I'm zoomed in. So sorry. I hope you could follow me. Okay, so first page, I think I want to put that modeling paste there. And maybe I can just glue it here with a washi tape so we can flap and see the gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. Anybody knows what those numbers could be? I think it's Dr. Howard Ralph, something else there. But I can't figure it out. And some places I see inches, right? Some have the inches, some have a dot. So I don't know if they're inches, if it's just like a comma or a way to separate the numbers. I don't know. I know that this ledger book comes from the 1848, but there was no history with it from which kind of business was using that. So if you know, I would so love to know. Okay, better idea. I found my tapes. Scotch tapes that I stained with alcohol ink, and these have been done 3 years ago before I moved to this farm, and they've been put in a box, and I just found them last week. I'm so happy. I was wondering where they were all those years. And I never took a lot of time to create more of those. This is silly and it's so easy to do. But anyway, I was not doing more. So I want to place that like that. I'll trim the excess. Because the Scotch tape doesn't allow you to move after that. Okay, so I'm taking my time. I'm gonna do that. I'm not even straight. Well, it's a junk journal. All right, and now I have this page. Maybe I can slide it like that and match the edge, and then glue it. Oh, isn't that great? Oh no, I didn't realize. Yeah, there's a problem here. Okay, I need another tape. I just need another tape. Uh-oh. Oh, this is stressful. And I'm supposed to distress with doing junk journals. Because, you know, doing junk journals, it's a creative, therapeutic, however you want to call it, but it can fall into those categories. It's a therapeutic, creative time to get some stress out, to take some time for yourself when you're in that rat race or in that maternity race with kids and life. All right, this looks good. Now I can fold it. Nothing will glue together. We have the first page of the signature, and I love it. Look at that. Look at that. All right, maybe the second page could be this grungy paper. And you know what? I'm going to leave it full until I'm done with the signature in the book. Maybe this now, that I can open the flap like that. A little bit of pink and more pink here. Of course, I need that. Maybe I can put this page this side. So either I trim it or I create a pocket, but I'll just do that for now. And I'm gonna do like not in the middle. So here I have a bigger piece here, and when I'll be here, it's gonna be a smaller one. That works. What else I can put there? Oh yes, this paper. I need to trim it. Trim the excess, ink the sides. Well, it's up to you, but I find it gives a good dimension when it's inked. Okay. Anyway, I'm not giving a tutorial here. I'm supposed to be just creative, have fun, and chat. Spring is finally coming here. I did my seedlings. And oh, by the way, I have another new channel. I have a channel for my farm with my husband. It's only in French right now. But if you put the, you know, the little CC, YouTube is very good at translating and you can read what we say. But some videos we don't even talk. It's just music and the animals, noises, let's say, or just the noise of whatever we are doing. So it's our homestead lifestyle that is represented on that channel. Honestly, it's a channel maybe more for guys because it's more tractors and horses, but I think it's fun for girls, for the girls too. Like I've been doing some pasta like they do in Italia that I learned when I visited Italia for my 40th birthday. I took a cooking class in Italia and I've learned how to do the pasta. So I did the lasagna pasta and on camera one other time I do the seedlings, one other time I do what I did there. I cut soap, I think. So there's gonna be always an activity from me, activities with the animals, the gardening, and the farm, and guys' tools, drills, and sawmill, and tractors, and cutting wood, and that kind of stuff. Working with horses too. All right, I think my first signature is pretty complete. I think this will go in the middle, actually. That should go in the middle. Maybe, yeah, because that paper has 4 sections, so technically you fold it like that, but you can always reverse some, right? So maybe I can put it like that here. I just feel maybe I need something in between. So maybe, yes, maybe I can trim. This is smaller just because I've printed with borders. So it's a little bit smaller than the coffee stain paper. So I think I'm going to put it there to sit this contract, this French contract. Engagement, it's kind of a contract. All right, because I don't want it to be too bulky, we're gonna need to add flaps and decorations, and it needs to be not too bulky at the beginning. Look at that. Isn't it easy to create a signature when you look at it like that? So I think I'm going to turn off the camera because I don't want this to be too long. And I'll keep working on it tomorrow. Yeah, because I have a big day today. All right. See you tomorrow with the continuation. Bye-bye.